Samsung soundbar for 2022. It's the B550. Check the description, timestamps and whatever below. I'll put any key moments in there so you can skip through, especially dimensions and other important things. So, subwoofer, instruction book and remote pack. That's the bar itself. Pretty nice and sleek actually. First impressions. That's the subwoofer, wireless subwoofer. Onto the included accessories pack. First of all, wall mount brackets. So there's the wall mount brackets in there. Let's have a quick look. Have done a video on how to wall mount a soundbar. Check the link wherever it goes. Step-by-step guide how to mount it, so I won't go too much detail on this. Two round parts there that were mounted to the wall. Template there you roll out, where to put your holes and the dimensions of the bar. You've got two of these brackets. So this part mounted to the wall, the bracket hooks on there like so, creates a little shelf, soundbar sits on it, screws to it to secure it from underneath. Again, look at that guide step by step if you need help doing it. 24 volt DC power pack for the soundbar, two figure 8 mains lead, one for the power pack, the other one for the wireless subwoofer. Last but not least, the remote control. That's the remote control close up, power on and off at the top, input or source button, Bluetooth pairing your mobile phone, stream music and whatever. If you're streaming music you can play and pause there, skip forwards and backwards or fast forward and rewind. Mute, cycle through the different sound modes with the sound mode button. I for info, volume rocks up and down. You can control the woofer up and down for more or less power from that woofer. You can alter the individual channel levels there as well. There you can go to the settings, so go into the settings, you can alter lip sync and all sorts of different bits. Also you've got the tone control where you can alter that treble and bass. Flip it over, push down with a bit of pressure, a lot of pressure. Oh god, there we go, and that slides away. Treble A batteries in the back. Just looking at the bar itself there, it's got a nice sort of brushed metal effect. It is a sort of domed plastic there. Turning it over, looking at the grille from the front, sort of steel grille there, two speakers, so it does quote 2 channel or 2.1, the subwoofer being the 0.1. Pretty cool. That's it from underneath, and you can see the inputs there. Got USB input, digital optical audio in. There we can see HDMI in, so if we're looping a device through on its way to the TV, such as a DVD Blu-ray player. And we've got HDMI ARC, so that's audio return channel. So normally I'll connect to HDMI to the ARC socket on the TV, take it straight back to there. That will control the soundbar and feed the audio all together. We can just see that DC input for the power pack there as well. With my power pack, should just pop in like so, he says. Also on the top there we can just see those touch controls if we're not using the remote, so on off, volume up and down, and the input button. A quick close up of the sub from the top there, so that's the top down. I've got that cloth grill on the front, and I did try and measure, so just gently feeling, I think there's about a 5-inch woofer in there. Rubber feet on the bottom so it doesn't mark the table or slide about. Looking at the back, see quite a large bass port there. Again, figure 8 mains input. We've got the link and standby, so on standby that should be red. Turn the bar on, it will wirelessly turn the sub on. When we first turn it on, the blue light will blink there while it's linking up, should automatically then pair and go solid blue. If it does lose its pairing, you can press the ID set button and follow the procedure and the instructions to repair the sub to the bar. Onto the dimensions there. Width at the widest point is about 86 centimetres, just under 34 inches. Depth 7.5 centimetres, just under 3 inches. And the height of the bar about just over 5.5 centimetres or 2.25 inches. For the subwoofer, looking at it from the top, the depth there just over 29.5 centimetres or 11.75 inches. Width wise, just under 18.5 centimetres or 7.25 inches. Height from the bottom to the top, just under 34.5 centimetres and just over 13.5 inches. That's my DC power pack into the socket there. This HDMI cable is connected to the TV above, so that's connected to the HDMI ARC socket on the TV. And I've got HDMI ARC here, so we just plug the HDMI in like so, and that is it. So just those two cables and obviously power to the subwoofer. Right, figure 8 mains lead into the mains input. Should blink blue and turn solid blue. There we go to connect, so that was nice and quick that time. If I now turn the bar off, it should go to standby red. Brilliant. Bar back on. Blue. Soundbar is on. I'm going to turn the TV on. Right hand side there it says D in for digital in. That should change to TV ARC, and on the TV screen, if it shows on camera, it should say B550 Soundbar when we do the volume up and down.
More to the left, and as a result, you know, in September, we knew a general election could be on the cards.
Okay, just turn the volume up so we can hear normal speech on the news.
Nearly 100 million people are facing heat warnings and advisories across America this week due to an early season heat wave. And with extreme heat comes extreme fires. This fire burning near Flagstaff in Arizona is out of control and burning across an area of more than 5,000 acres. But while heat and fires are blazing, record flooding and rock slides have forced Yellowstone National Park to shut for the first time in 34 years. Well, this footage is from just outside the park in Montana. A large home, as you can see, being just swept away down the Yellowstone River. A number of homes have been destroyed and there are widespread power outages in the area, but there are no immediate reports of injuries. Well, I've been speaking to climate scientist Daniel Swain of UCLA's Institute of the Environment and Sustainability. I asked him if these sorts of extreme weather events are becoming the new norm.
So
well, there's a certain amount of
going to try music.
you would expect to
So credit to bensounds.com for this one. That's their music on YouTube.
That's what we're seeing.
Okay, I've just turned that down so I can now cycle through the sound mode. So press sound mode, we've got surround we're on currently, game, adaptive sound. So adaptive sound should adapt to its source content and give you the optimum sound for that content. DTS. So I'd probably go adaptive sound there, which I've just gone past again. Now we're going to go to a game trailer, so I'll say credit to Ubisoft. It's Avatar Frontiers of Pandora next gen game trailer, but it's kind of looks like a movie trailer when you watch it. It's quite dramatic. Pretty cool. So again, credit to Ubisoft for that demo. Back to live TV.
When I appeared on television, God knows what's going to happen after tonight.
Okay,
But when
quick verdict on that then. It's an alright, it's quite an average soundbar for the money. I mean, I think last year they were giving them away with TVs, or they were around the sort of 250 mark in winter time, or maybe even less with promos and so on. Ideally, I think that one would be put with like a AU or BU 8000, where the TVs are quite thin and flat, and it would just give you that extra depth. So second TV in a small room, it'll give you that punch, power and bass and some depth of sound, so it'd be a good addition to one of those. Ideally for a 43 inch or larger TV, I'd say. I mean, you might get away with it on a 32, but it is going to be wider than a 32 inch TV by probably about, I don't know, 6 inches off the top of my head. So all in all, that is it for now. Goodish.